Hello, Denton. This is Jake Laughlin bringing you another episode of Discover Denton, a show brought to you by the Denton Convention and Visitors Bureau, highlighting events around Denton. Well, we've got music to the left of me, music to the right, and we are stuck in the middle with you. So without any more ado, here is Kim Phillips of the CVB with Discover Denton.
Hello, Denton. I'm Kim Phillips. Welcome to Discover Denton on DentonRadio.com. We've got a lot to talk about today, and we're going to focus a lot on music. Twilight Tunes, of course, has been underway. Let's see, we're going into our fourth week already. That is hard to imagine. Our fourth week coming up. Maybe it's even the fifth. I think it is the fifth week. This Thursday, May the 15th, on the courthouse lawn. As you know, this is every Thursday. It started on the last weekend or the last Thursday night in April, and it's going to run all the way through July 3rd, every Thursday night from 6:30 to 8 on the courthouse lawn. There will be a special 4th of July show, but it's going to be at 10 a.m., so it doesn't quite count as Twilight Tunes, but it's the same group, Denton Main Street Association, producing the concert. So squeeze that into your 4th of July concert calendar. But every Thursday night through July the 3rd on the courthouse square, it's free. Bring your lawn chair, bring your picnic, or you can always buy food or even beverages of the adult kind even on the square and bring it out to the courthouse lawn and just sit and enjoy some good music. This Thursday, May 15th, the band that's going to be playing is actually a band out of Dallas called the Poor Kings. They're a pop, folk kind of rock sound. They fall into a category called singer-songwriter pop. I've heard these guys play before. They're good. They're not a Denton band, but that's okay. There is good music outside of Denton, so it's worth coming to. If you want to check out the band beforehand, you can find them on Facebook, and it's the Poor Kings, Poor Kings. So check them out, and for sure come out this coming Thursday. It's supposed to be a beautiful evening on the square. Now, I want to tell you about a new concert series, and that's what I really want to focus the rest of the show on today. I've told you before that the whole Denton brand, the original independent brand, and DentonRadio.com and all that it stands for, and our partnership together, because what are we about? Independent, original, which encompasses in so many ways the music of Denton. And the whole original independent brand and movement has spread way beyond where it started, which was mainly just in the downtown Denton area. And it's involving so much more of Denton. We've seen it. You may remember that last year, DentonRadio.com produced a music series at Razor Ranch. That's for sure coming back on Friday nights at Razor Ranch. Usually in the area right around Freebirds, that little area right there, outdoors. Another concert series that started last year was at Unicorn Lake. That's still tentative for this year, but it really went over well. It was on Tuesday nights at Unicorn Lake right there by Beth Marie's. But I know there's some construction going on in that area this year, so kind of remains to be seen, but that was also a DentonRadio.com concert series. This year, we've got a brand new one. And this one, I think you'll feel refreshed learning about because it's an indoor concert series in the middle of summer. Most of them are outdoors, which I love the outdoors, but you got to admit, when we get around to July and August, it's pretty darn hot outside. This one is going to be at Golden Triangle Mall. Now, if you haven't been in Golden Triangle Mall recently, you haven't been to Golden Triangle Mall. Lots of changes have happened there. In fact, I was in there just last week picking up some cards at the Hallmark store and putting a book on order there at Barnes & Noble. And while in the mall, I thought, something's really different. What it is light. There's so much light in the mall now. There's also some new stores there in the mall. If you haven't been in a while, I was kind of surprised by all the changes that have gone on in there in a very short time over just the last 3 or 4 months. So check it out. But a good reason to check it out will be this concert series. It is a DentonRadio.com series. It's going to last for 10 weeks, and it starts in June. It's going to be held on Saturday evenings from 7 to 9 p.m., and hey, it's free. Nice kickoff to a date night. Free at Golden Triangle Mall. It is going to be held in the food court area, which is a new food court. If you've not been in the mall, like I said, if you hadn't been there since Christmas, you don't know what the mall looks like anymore. The food court area is all brand new, And in fact, it's in the area where, if you know the mall, El Chico's entrance used to be there. And you go into that entrance now, and it's this brand new, beautiful, open, very well lighted food court. And it's got a staging area, which is where DentonRadio.com is going to be set up with the stage and the bands. Now, here's the other cool thing. When you do the outdoor picnics and stuff, part of it is bringing the picnic, bringing your chairs, bringing your blankets, your quilts, or whatever. Cool thing is, at the mall, you don't need to bring anything. There's already seating in there. There's the food court is right there, so there's all kinds of food. And in fact, let me just give you a rundown. There's several food options right there inside the mall. Auntie Anne's pretzels. I love those pretzels. You got the Barnes & Noble Cafe, Hero City, those Greek hero sandwiches, Italia Express, Smoothie Paradise, Tobu Teriyaki Grill, and then all around the outside of the mall, walking distance, you walk out the door, get it, and come right back in. You've got El Phoenix, if you want a full sit-down meal, Starbucks, Wendy's, Grandy's, and lots more in the nearby areas. There's lots of food options. You don't need to bring your picnic. Just walk into the mall, find a seat, and enjoy the music. And I think you'll be surprised when you get there. It's just an all-new attraction for Denton. And the cool thing about it is they're very cognizant of branding the mall in association with Original Independent and in association with DentonRadio.com. In fact, if we rewind back to January the 1st of this year, 2014, Golden Triangle Mall partnered up with DentonRadio.com, and DentonRadio.com is now the music you hear when you're walking down the main corridors of the mall. You'll also find live music from time to time where DentonRadio.com artists are being featured live in the mall. It's not a regular schedule until now with this concert series. 10 weeks, all DentonRadio.com artists. Let me give you an idea of what's coming up. The first one will be the first Saturday in June, and it's J.R. Bird and the Tracks. Remember, 7 to 9 p.m., food court at Golden Triangle Mall, and it's free. Week 2, the second Saturday in June, will be Karina Michaela. On the third Saturday in June will be Zach Balch. And that's just a taste of what's coming. Throughout the season, throughout this 10-week series, we're going to also hear from the Velvet Army, which is one of my favorite new discoveries as far as Denton bands go. Shout out to Ellie Meyer, one of our dearest friends here at Discover Denton, and also to Lydia Lowe, who we love. That band is kind of like the newest girl band in Denton, and they totally are awesome. They played Twilight Tunes. I think it was opening night of Twilight Tunes. They were fantastic. Gravity Feed's going to play the series for sure, and a lot more DentonRadio.com music. So hop in. You know, we've got to shop. We got to get our errands done and everything else on Saturday anyway. Wind it up with a nice dinner, Denton music, inside the air conditioning, pleasant, and like I said, it's free. It's the perfect date. To see the entire schedule for this series, you can go, of course, to DentonRadio.com or GoldenTriangle.com. That's the mall's website. In case you hadn't heard, Dillard's is for sure staying at Golden Triangle Mall, so the anchors will remain the same. We've got Dillard's, Sears, JCPenney, Barnes & Noble, Macy's. So everything's still out there, plus a whole lot more new stuff. That just about covers it for this new series. I'm excited about it. I still hope Unicorn Lake will come back. It's a great series as well. And having a music series 4 nights of every week throughout the summer, I think that's fantastic. But for one of those to be indoors, not only is it fantastic, it's a relief. I think we'll all agree to that. Good music. This is Denton. It's summertime. I love summer. It's my favorite season. And so I'm ready to celebrate, and there's no better way to do it than to find a patio or to find a music series, turn up the tunes. Shoot, LSA, Lone Star Attitude Burger down on the square. Every evening when I leave work, I cruise through the square, and so many people are out. So many people are enjoying the weather. The music is literally wafting on the breeze from the rooftop patio at LSA, from the courthouse lawn, from Abbey Underground, from the different places where Wine Squared, for instance, has live music in there a lot. usually students from the school at UNT, the music school at UNT, but I just love it. It's the place to be. So get your music on. It's summertime. See you around. This is Kim Phillips. Thanks for listening. Talk to you next week.
There you have it. That was this week's episode of Discover Denton. A big thanks to Kim Phillips of the CVB. Another big thanks to Gravity Feed for providing the intro and outro music. A huge thanks to Ellie Meyer, our queen of editing. I'm Jake Laughlin, your producer. Join us next week where we will be bringing you more highlights of our original and independent city. And in the meantime, go enjoy Denton.